Hey everyone, I wanted to give y'all a little tip on how to rig up your AT Pro to make it a little bit stronger. Now many of y'all probably have encountered the same problems as me over the years. You'll be out digging and you may put your detector down kind of roughly like I do, and all of a sudden you'll be swinging and the control housing will break off. Well, there's a way to fix that. And if you look at the design of the AT Pro or AT Gold, they're both made the same. For the design, they have these little plastic prongs sticking out, and these prongs go inside the little holes on the shaft, and they go right in like that, and then you attach the screws that Garrett gives you. Well, here's the screws that comes with the AT Pro and AT Gold. Just little self-threading type screws, and they're not that long, they're 1 1/4 inch. Well, when you put them screws inside the control housing here, they only go down to right there. They don't go anywhere in that control housing to support it. And what I'm saying is, when these prongs break off or get a lot of force pushed up against them from getting dropped on the ground or whatever, it will break off. Look at that. They don't go inside the control housing. So basically these plastic prongs here is the only thing that's supporting the control housing on the shaft. And I mean, I could have thought of a better design than that, but I'm not an engineer for Garrett, so I really can't say too much. But here's my idea, and I've been doing it for the past couple years, and this works. Your AT Pro or AT Gold control housing will not break off. I've never had mine break off since then. I mean, you can go throw it off a bridge and it ain't going to break. Now, I wouldn't do that. But I'm sure this voids the warranty. So just remember, if you do put longer screws inside your control housing, it most likely will void the warranty. I mean, I'm not sure about that. But I've never had any water damage or anything like that from these screws. And these screws, let me show you. They're going to go in there a little bit longer. See, watch. It's going to actually go down a little deeper and give it more support. And on this side it'll go deeper. Now they don't go all the way down to the edge there. You got a little bit of space between them when you put them in the shaft. About 1.5 inches, I guess. And trust me, when you put these things in here, that control box does not move. I mean, it is so sturdy, it's unreal. Probably broke the control box off maybe 5 or 6 times, but it was all from water hunting. And you know, when you're water hunting, you slip and fall, and the AT Pro lands on the ground, and sometimes it breaks off on accident. But if you put them screws in there, the longer ones, it's going to be sturdy. And I recommend, if Garrett could figure out some way to get another one of them prongs and add it right here, and then attach a hole up in here as well, and have a prong that supports the top half of the control housing. Because mainly all the support that's holding it on is from down here. Well, you need some support up here as well to keep this from wiggling. And I guess they've never thought of that. I don't know. I mean, you don't want it to go in there because then it would leak. But I'm sure they can attach some type of little metal thing that sticks out or something. I just wanted to show you all that. I'm going to attach the longer screws here before I go water hunting. And it should work out very well. These little ones just don't do the job. They just don't do it. So, hope this helps some of y'all out. You know, if the prongs ever do break off, you just call Garrett and you can send it back and they'll fix it for you. But that became a real big hassle for me because every 2 weeks my control housing broke off and I didn't feel like mailing it back and waiting 10 days. So I just came up with putting new screws in there. So anyway, let me bolt this on and I'll give y'all a look at it. Here's a better look of what I'm trying to say. You put these longer screws in here and they go inside the control housing more, which is a lot better than this right here, which can break off a little easier. It's hard to see. Okay, I put one screw in there, and on this side you have more of a longer clearance to put the screw in the control housing, but on this side down here it will actually go in probably about that much. So I just took me some washers, I put them on there, and it's going to keep the end of the screw from going inside of the control housing. It's going to go in that little plastic prong right there. It's not going to go up inside of it, because when you put it on, it's going to be about right there, and that's not going to go in there. So I'll do that, and we should be set to go. It should be sturdy as a rock. Here it is. I connected my search coil back on and my headphones, and here's what it looks like. Got the washers on that side there. I didn't put any on the first screw. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but this is how I rigged it up, and this will make your control housing a lot stronger, and it should not break off. It'll be a lot stronger than the factory way they made it. I mean, you can't even move the thing. But yeah, so that's all ready for water hunting. I mean, for land, I really don't drop it a lot on the ground as much, but when you're water hunting, you slip and fall and stuff like that, so it does get abused. But this right here should help your AT Pro out. So if this problem ever happens to you and your control box breaks off, you can just put some longer screws in like I did. Don't have to send it back. Save you some time. Alright, I'm at the creek now. I got all my gear. AT Pro I just rigged up. My rock pick, goggles. Here's my felt bottom boots that I use. They have felt on the bottom. They were $30 at Bass Pro Shops. Had them 2 years now, and you can see they've been through a lot. Keeps you from slipping on them algae covered rocks. And I have all my other pouches and pro pointer and stuff. So I want to get geared up and put some of that bug spray on I got back there. Got some Repel bug spray. It's the rub-on kind. It's like lotion. It's not the spray-on kind. So let's get to digging.
Hey everyone, I'm out here down
at the creek now. I was actually here the other day,
showing up in the 50s,
and I found a nickel
sure
that was stuck down in between the bedrock crack, and that thing looked 1,000 years old. I knew it was going to be a old coin, but just turned out to be a modern nickel. Anyways, I'm going to give this place a shot again and see if I can find some more relics. Thanks for watching, y'all. Let's go tear it up now. I have an iron signal over here. I mean, it's huge. I don't know if you can hear it through my headphones. It's like a solid 60 in the 40s now. And you could tell it's something big. And I actually see it. I don't know what it is, but the magnet does stick to it. Sticks right to it. Yep. I don't know. Let's go under and see what it is. Some type of pipe or something. I thought it was a cannonball. It looks like one. I mean, I don't know what a cannonball would be doing here. But we'll go take a look at it. It's some type of big piece of iron, like a big ball of melted iron or something. That's weird. Let's get it out and see if we can get a better look at it. I'm just going to leave it down in there. It's pretty big, but it is some type of piece of iron. Check this out. Looks just like that thing I just showed you, except I eyeballed it. And it has wood mixed inside of it and all types of iron particles. Could be like petrified wood. No, it's pretty heavy though. It's got some weight to it. About 15 pounds or something. This is why I wear felt bottom boots. You won't slip on these rocks right here. They give you grip so you don't slip on them. They got felt on the bottom, and that felt helps you grip the rocks. Like I could walk across this right here without slipping. Like it's nothing. With felt, you can just walk right across and get to the bedrock in other areas. This area in here looks really good. You can see the bedrock exposed. This is a really great place to dredge. See that deep hole right there? It's about 5 feet deep. And that's just a big slab of bedrock. And there's sand on top of it. And it looks like a perfect spot to find some gold. There's lots of quartz rocks. You can see through the water there. It's pretty clear today because it hasn't rained in about 6 or 7 days. So water's low. I have a signal here and it's really choppy. Last time I was here, it's a little bit murky. I don't know if you can hear that. I have water in my headphones. But it's in the 70s and 80s. I looked down there and saw a 22 bullet, but I know there's more in there because it's such a high signal and loud signal. There's more than one target in there. Let's go take a look under here. much a current in the water, it's hard to stay under without losing the camera. Almost lost it a couple times there. You see, I got everything tied on for a reason. I need to tie my camera on to me. I think it's a great idea. I still haven't found it yet, but I'll get it out here in a minute. No wonder it was giving such a choppy signal. Look at all that iron I got out of one hole. It's a big bedrock drop off right there, and everything's gathering up in that area. Same place gold would gather. There's a cavity in the bedrock, all kinds of nails and stuff. I'm sure there's more down there. I think I found what the signal was. It's a bullet. Just a modern bullet. I think there's more down in there though. Look at all the goldfish underwater here. I didn't know what it was, and I thought it was leaves. But it's goldfish. They'll probably swim away, but let's see if we can get them on camera. Just a harmonica reed. Part of one. I might have found another piece to it last time I was here because I did find half of one. That's pretty cool. Them fish are still swimming all around me here. Well, I didn't find much. Didn't stay that long either though. I got a bunch of bullet casings, some iron, harmonica reed there, a couple pennies, 9mm casing, and just some other bullets. But anyway, I just wanted to show y'all the bolts again. It does a great job holding the control housing on. And that's really the main point of this video, is to show y'all how you can rig up your control housing if it ever does break. Keeps you the trouble from sending it back to Garrett. I mean, you can send it back, but if you're rough like me, it will end up breaking over and over and over. I also wanted to show y'all this piece of iron I found in the creek. It's either a rock or melted iron. Look at that. I think it's just a melted piece of iron. They took a bunch of nails and whatnot and just melted it down, but that's weird. It sticks to the magnet. I don't know what that is. It's not a meteorite. I found way too many pieces of them before. Yeah, you don't have to use washers like I did. The only reason I used the washers there is because these screws are really hard to find this size, and I didn't want to cut it because it wouldn't have the point on the front of it anymore, and I didn't have one that size shorter, so that's the only reason why I used the washers. If I had a shorter screw, I would have put it in there. So thanks for watching, y'all. Good luck and happy hunting.